company that's uniquely positioned to supply battery metals through 3 divisions: lithium-ion battery recycling, battery metal extraction technologies, and primary resources development. We have built a clean technology platform that increases the production of primary metals used in the batteries that power electric vehicles, grid storage applications, and consumer electric goods and tools. I'm here with Ryan Melsert, our newly appointed CEO, making his debut. Ryan has had 1 week in the hot seat, and we wanted to share some of his perspectives with you. So Ryan, it's been a pretty exciting week and a pivotal moment for ABTC. We're in the midst of a leadership transition, and we're really positioning aggressively for long-term strategic growth. From your perspective, how did we get to this moment, and why are these changes occurring now?
So we've had a few different focuses as a company over the past, and we're really making this leadership change just so we can really focus on our technology development, on our commercialization, on getting to market, and really competing head to head against other technology companies. So many of the people who helped get us here today have really set the groundwork and the foundation to get us to where we are. And we're now excited to use that foundation to grow even more quickly.
That's excellent. So another thing that we announced is that we will be holding our first ever annual shareholders meeting. Can you provide us a little bit more details about that?
Yes, of course. And as we've been a smaller company over the past, many company decisions have been made internally. They've been made by company executives, by board members. And as we continue to grow, it's time that we really involve our shareholders much more in these pivotal decisions. So in the shareholders meeting, we will be giving the public an update of who we are as a company, where we've been, where we're going, why we're taking these steps, and then most importantly, some of the important decisions going forward. We will actually be bringing up for shareholder votes to have the public shareholders really start to make informed decision about the direction of the company going forward.
Excellent. And also recently, we received a environmental review approval for another extraction demonstration project. Can you provide a little update there on that project?
Yeah, so this is for our lithium extraction from our surface sedimentary resource down in central Nevada near Tonopah. This is related to the government grant we won back in January through the Department of Energy, the Advanced Manufacturing Office. And these types of EPA reviews through the NEPA group really are meant to assess the potential environmental impact of any of these operations. One of the big advantages of this design we've come up with is that it has dramatically lower environmental impact compared to other types of lithium manufacturing processes that are proposed. We have far lower consumption of acids and other chemical loadings, far lower generation of waste materials. And during this NEPA review, all that came to the surface, and we were excited to get such a great response in our environmental review. We actually only proposed having the first part of the project to be approved, but after hearing our full plan, the NEPA team decided to approve the full 3-year project all at the beginning. So it's great to have that milestone achieved, and it really opens the door for us now to move forward with the execution of that project.
Excellent. And you talked a little bit about how our process really does address climate change and mitigate environmental impacts. Can you talk a little bit more about that in terms of, not just with the extraction, but also with our recycling lines of business?
Yes, I mean, we really are at a pivotal time globally. Just a few weeks ago, the latest IPCC report came out and was extremely direct that this is the time that changes have to be made. We don't have time to be talking about this anymore. It's time for action. And just over a year ago, I was proud to be involved in a lot of the working sessions through the International Energy Agency that were really in response to the last large global meeting, the COP25 program in Madrid. And the goal was really to say, many of these global leaders just really need to be better informed by the technical community. Our working group came up with some very detailed recommendations that we then delivered to global leaders. And the goal is really to have this COP26, which is happening in Glasgow soon, to really have these global politicians and leaders hear from the technical community what we're proposing, some actionable steps of how we can move forward, and specifically how these types of battery metal manufacturing and recycling and overall low environmental impact operations can really make a direct difference to these global challenges in the very near term.
Excellent. You and I have talked quite a bit about communicating to our shareholders and other stakeholders. What can folks expect moving forward regarding our company communications?
Again, it's a reprioritization of the company towards our technology development and towards our commercialization efforts. We're going to be much more targeted about really how we move forward, making a tangible impact and really bringing these systems to fruition. Probably quite a bit less about more of the macro issues, much more tied to how we're actually building these facilities, how we're scaling them up quickly, and how we're directly making an impact.
All right, to wrap up, with you only being in the hot seat for 1 week, can you share any additional insights on where you'd like to lead the company?
I think the big takeaway is that during our reprioritization, we are really focusing on this technology development, this commercialization, making tangible impacts on addressing these global challenges, and really treating our shareholders as real stakeholders and partners as we go forward. We have great support. They really have helped get us to where we are today. We're grateful for their input and for their actions over the past 2 years. And as part of this annual shareholders meeting, we're looking to really get their input and get their approval and their voices in how we move forward as a company. So we're excited to be taking this next stage to really becoming a growth stage company and to be a manufacturing company with real products out the door, really contributing to these global challenges going forward.